9 months to 100 kilometres. Here we are again. Another week, another good week as well, but another good week with lessons learned, which is what I'm really enjoying about this process. So this week, I think as you heard last week, it's less than 5 months to go until the London Marathon, which means it's less than 6.5 months to go until the Ultra Marathon. I've tried changing my training up a little bit. I went for some hill runs. And what I mean by hill runs is there's a road near where I live that is on a hill. I would walk down the hill and then I would run up the hill. It's not the biggest of hills, but I did that 10 times and wow. The morning after, struggled walking. Because apparently I've been using muscles that I've not been using before. So the running on a flat has not really caused me a great deal of pain apart from the first few weeks. But running up and down, or running up hills and walking back down them and sprinting them has actually not hurt me, but I can feel it more than I could the typical run. So like last week, for example, I did a 9 mile run with very little side effects. Over the weekend I did 10 hill sprints. I must have been running for less than half an hour and I am in more pain, but apparently it's because I've been using different muscles than what I thought. My glutes have been engaged apparently. That's a phrase I never thought I'd ever say out loud. So that's something. So I'm mixing my training up. I am taking on the advice from those people that have done marathons before, that have done ultras before, and I'm trying to incorporate all of their feedback, but whilst listening to my body. One piece of advice that I've been given is it's all good and well having all of the plans that you can Google and download and you can get support with, but the best respondent to any training is your body, and listen to your body. So that's what I'm doing more than ever. I'm listening to it, in all of the little tweaks, all of the little the strains and responding to those things accordingly. So that's one thing. But then I also want to talk about accountability, because I started this by saying about 11 weeks ago that it felt really real the minute that I put onto LinkedIn that I was doing this for charity, and then some donations started coming in. That made it, in that moment, feel really real. But what has compounded that is I've not been shy about telling people, about sharing what I'm doing. And what has happened in doing this is when I meet people, when I speak to people, one of the questions that they ask is, how's the training going? And it can be when I'm at work, it can be when I'm at home, or it can be on social media as well, because I've vocalised and shared the journey that I'm on with as many people as possible. Because this is what accountability, I think, really means. The initial shot of adrenaline, motivation, intrinsically came from my reason to do this. So running the London Marathon for Macmillan and running the Ultra for cancer research. When the donations started coming in, and the reason I've got to do it, I felt there's no getting out of this now. So that was the motivation that kicked me up the arse to start training. But what has maintained my motivation is all of the people asking me how the training's going, because I know that question is going to come, and it can come in any, I can't avoid it. It can come at any point from any person, because I've been very vocal in what I've been doing. And I think about different goals and stuff that I've had in the past. And when I've just relied on internal motivation, I've not achieved them, or I've not stuck to the plan maybe as much as I am doing here. And I think it's because, well, I know and I believe it's because of the amount of people that are keeping me motivated by asking me and checking in on the journey that I'm on. So if you've got a goal that you want to achieve, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with as many people as possible, because I cannot stress how important it is just to get people to check in, to show an interest in what it is that you're doing. Because the last thing I want to say is, oh, I've not trained for a couple of weeks, or yeah, I've not trained for a week or so, because that's me going against what I'm doing. It's me going against the plan, and I don't want to let anybody down, and I don't want to let myself down. So I want to always have as positive an answer as I possibly can. Yes, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. Yes, there's good weeks and there's bad weeks. But I think it's okay. It's absolutely okay to share those, as long as I'm trying, as long as I'm doing something. I had a conversation with my son, Jack, just last weekend, about effort, and how effort is not just doing something. It's doing something as hard as you can, or with as much effort and energy as you can. And sometimes I've gone on in life thinking that if I put effort in, effort was just doing something, but it's not. It's doing something with purpose and intent, and really doing it to the best of my abilities. I'm never going to be a marathon. I'm never going to compete professionally for this. But what I have the opportunity to do is do the best time, the best thing that I can do with what I've got in terms of my body and muscles, all of that stuff, in the time that I've got to train as well. I am going to give it my best, and that has come in no small part to the motivation or inspiration that I receive from different people asking me, how am I going? How am I getting on? How things are going? So I cannot again stress the importance of accountability, but in others holding you to account. Don't just hold yourself to account if you've got a goal that you want to achieve. Let others hold you to account by checking in on you and checking in on your progress. Share your goals with as many people as possible in as many different forums, and so you can't get away from it. And just see the impact that it's had on you, because it's had a phenomenal impact on me. So there you go, another week, another good week, another load of lessons learned. Have yourself an amazing week, and I look forward to chatting again very, very soon. Take care.